It's a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery. It's a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery. We're back, we're back, we're back. Ha ha ha. And so's he. Da 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 da. The ponies, guinea pigs and human watched as Mary came nearer. Well, there's some space in the cupboard. I suppose 2 of us might get in there. Who's to say she won't open the cupboard? Said Desiree. And then they saw a face at the window. No, not the door where Mary was climbing, but the window at the back. It was Lofty. She had flown up to the window and was calling to them. Come over here. I've heaped up the sandbags from my hot air balloon. They're below. If you jump, I think you'll be safe. But I've also heaped up some blankets that we found inside that hollow tree. They're outside of Mary Cluckton, so if you want to jump. And then Lofty quickly flew off as she saw Mary getting a bit too close. Well, I think we'd better, said Desiree, as she saw the 2 ponies giving her doubtful looks. I think we had better rush. Quickly! Look! I can hear Mary. I think she must only be 3 or 4 steps away. You 2 go first. Desiree tried to pick up the diary and put it in her pocket, but she couldn't get it in, so instead she tore out the page with May the 15th on it and screwed it up and put it in her pocket. She jumped out of the window just as Mary climbed through the door, just in time. Mary didn't see her. The 3 guinea pigs had climbed onto the 2 ponies' backs and were now safely climbing down and were happily skipping around. Well, I think we'd better get back to Dream Valley, said Lofty. I think that was... well, I think that was too close. I think next time we gotta be more careful. Who said there was going to be a next time? Said Splodge. There'll have to be, Splodge. You might not have to come, but we'll still have to come back here and find out about the rest of the helpers. Although I don't know if I really want to know who the rest of the helpers are, she added as she climbed back into the hot air balloon. As everybody else climbed into the hot air balloon, Trilly said, Speaking of helpers, who were those 3, Desiree? Mark Holder is my father's brother. We don't get on with him, though. I didn't know that he was a black pony helper, though. He was on our doorstep only the other night. How can he stand to be around us if he's on the other side? Michael Akers is my brother-in-law's father. I've never liked him either. He's got a horrible wife who eats everybody else's food. Not my cucumber cake, said Dodge. She might do. I do remember a time when her and her son and her sister, they took 3/4 of a cake, and it didn't belong to them either, but I don't think it was a cucumber cake.
Oh, I really thought that for a moment, I did think that you meant cucumber cake.
John Dunnington is my mother's uncle, my grandmother's brother. He's always causing trouble. I didn't tell you, but he often makes nasty comments about the ponies. He's had a go at me for collecting plastic My Little Ponies. He says that I'm too old to collect them. He can't understand why I collect them. He's a liar. He must know the whole story of Ponyland and everything that goes on here. He says that ponies are ugly. Just wait until I see him again.
I'm going to... Don't get so annoyed, Desiree. We have got to get home before Mary does something to us. Because if you remember, you stole the page of her diary. And if she sees that you stole that page, she'll be right after us. Lofty, we ought to get back to Dream Valley, you know. Yes, I just want to be back in my safe little cage that's nailed to the wall by the side of my owner's bed,
said Twinkle.
I only hope that Michael Acres' wife isn't around and that she hasn't stolen my cucumber cake that Dodge gave me all my celery tarts.
Well, I think we had better get back.
But fancy
those 3 lying to us. Well, they didn't actually lie to us, I suppose. They just never mentioned it. But they knew. They knew all the time that I was fighting against them. I was fighting against the black ponies. That must be why they don't like us. You'll never get away with this, came a voice from the tree house. Desiree turned around and saw Mary standing at the window. She threw something at the hot air balloon, but Lofty managed to just guide it out of the way in time, and it landed in the hot air balloon basket. It was a piece of glass, but written on it was "Drink for Barbara Acres prisoners." Barbara Acres, that's Michael's wife. That means that, just as I thought, she's been going round causing trouble as well. I never liked her.
And you shall go and steal my cucumber cake.
I think a slice of cucumber cake is the least of our worries, Dodge. More likely, she'll come and capture all of the ponies. I think she's more likely to take some of our best friends than our best slice of cake. I think. Now I know who all these helpers are. I don't think there's any way we're going to defeat them.
Oh, don't give up,
said Pinkie Pie.
We must defeat them. She's right. There's gotta be a way. There's got to be. And I'm going to find it,
said Splodge.
No, I am,
said Sparkle.
I'm going to find a way to defeat all of them. No, it's going to be me,
said Twinkle.
No, it'll be me. I'm going to defend all of the slices of cucumber cake in the world. so that they don't go into the hands of greedy barbarakers.
Desiree sighed. Dodge would never think of anything other than food, would he? And as she went down the rainbow at 8:30 that evening with her mother and the 2 guinea pigs, Sparkle and Splodge, having agreed that they would return the next day to help the ponies again, she wondered if they would ever defeat the black ponies and their helpers. She wondered if Ponyland would ever be a completely safe and happy place again. At 20 to 9, Desiree pulled the piece of paper out of her pocket and realised that she hadn't given the page out of the diary to the ponies, meaning that they didn't have this for their collection of helper-related items, telling them the names of all of the helpers. And when Desiree turned over the piece of paper from the diary from May the 15th, she saw that the whole page had been covered in ink. May the 14th, 2002 was all that was visible, apart from 2 other lines. One said, "I asked my friend Donna Collins today if she would help me with my plan tomorrow, but she said that no, she would not help me because she had her own plans, and she had got a similar plan to mine, but she was going to do it in a couple of weeks' time." The other line read, "I will get that pink pony tomorrow. I will find him. CLM, you will not be safe wherever you go. Tomorrow you will be mine. Tomorrow your name will no longer be..." That bit was missing. "But will have been changed to a name of my choice, describing the pony that I saw last week deep in the Black Mountains. The pony who I am almost certain is the cause of the My Little Pony's troubles. The ponies that I came to help. But I shall not be telling them of that pony, because I wish to use the idea for my own pony. CLM, tomorrow you will not be seen by any of your friends." Desiree didn't understand this, but perhaps Truly and Lancer would understand it when she took it up to them tomorrow. Maybe they would. Or maybe they wouldn't. And if they didn't understand it, nobody would, because nobody else had even bothered to make a list of the helpers that they knew of. So all she could do was take this page with her tomorrow and hope that the ponies knew what it was talking about. She did take the page up to the ponies the next day, but unfortunately they did not know what it was talking about. Dodge picked it up in his mouth and put it in between the pages of his owner's book to keep it flat. Although Desiree had already screwed it up in her pocket, of course. They decided that they would have another look around Nightmare Land, either tomorrow or on Monday, depending on when Desiree next came up the rainbow. They only hoped that they would find out what the very strange sentences on that page meant. They only hoped that they would find out who all of the Black Pony's helpers were, although it didn't seem very likely because the helpers were always on the watch, and so were their Black Pony friends. Desiree, Sparkle, Splodge and Jackie did go up the rainbow at 6:30 the following day, but they decided against going to search around Nightmare Land at this time of day. They could do that tomorrow, when the humans and guinea pigs from Earth would return to Ponyland and join their pony friends on a hot air balloon ride to Nightmare Land, where they hoped they would find out more about the Black Pony's helpers. But Jackie and Desiree didn't have a chance to go up the rainbow until the 13th of April, the Wednesday. When they got up the rainbow, they climbed into the hot air balloon, which Lofty had already got set up, and had set up for 2 days now, waiting for the humans to come. They got to Nightmare Land at 8:30 that evening, and were just hovering above Nightmare Land, and thinking whether they should turn back, since it had now got dark, when they saw something of interest. A Black Pony and a woman who was obviously his helper came walking out of the castle. She spoke to him in a very common voice, and she said that his name was the Black Pony of Dread. The Black Pony of Dread replied, "Oh, but of course, I would never dream of letting you down, Donna. I will capture 2 baby ponies within the next few hours." Baby Lofty and Baby Heartthrob had come with the ponies in the hot air balloon and looked very worried at this. "I promised you I'll have them within the next couple of days, Donna," said the Black Pony of Dread. She didn't appear to be listening to the Black Pony, and so the Black Pony repeated this a few more times. But then Donna got cross with the little pony for keeping on repeating the same sentence again and again. She said, and told the pony that she thought she could hear something. The something that she happened to be hearing was Desiree saying in a very shocked voice, "That's Donna Collins. She lives 2 doors away from us. She's never liked us, and now I know one of the reasons why." "Shush! She'll hear us!" replied Dodge, but it was too late. Donna and the Black Pony of Dread looked up at the hot air balloon. "Me not like this," said Baby Lofty, and desperately tried to take off. "Baby Lofty, don't!" cried her mother, realizing that the baby pony would try and fly back home, but would not make it. But the little baby Pegasus did not listen, and Baby Heartthrob followed her. And the next thing the ponies, who were still remaining in the hot air balloon, that is, the guinea pigs and the humans, knew, Baby Lofty and Baby Heartthrob were tumbling down towards Donna Collins and the Black Pony. Donna quickly grabbed both of them. "There you are," said the Black Pony of Dread. "I told you I'd catch some." But Donna just gave the pony a look, as if to say, "You didn't capture the ponies at all." because Donna realised that it had just been a terrible coincidence that the hot air balloon had been floating just above her. And all that Truly, Lofty, Sparkle, Splodge, Twinkle, Dodge, Desiree and Jackie could do was watch as Donna bundled the baby ponies into the castle.
Well, what can we do then?
Said Truly.
If we go down there now,
well, the Black Pony of Dread and his helper, Donna Collins, did you say, Desiree? Desiree quickly nodded. They'll be looking out for us, and they'll capture us as well. You're right. I think we should probably return tomorrow.
because hopefully by then...
Dodge continued for his owner.
Everybody will stop looking for us, and, well, they won't capture us.
And so, they decided that they would have to leave the baby ponies for tonight. But hopefully, they would be able to get those baby ponies safely back home tomorrow. But the next day, when Jackie and Desiree and Sparkle and Splodge went up the rainbow at 9:15 in the evening, they found that Lofty's hot air balloon would not start up.
Well, what are we going to do now?
Said Lofty.
It's too late for me and Heartthrob to go on a long adventure to save our babies. Well, I have to wait until tomorrow. And only then if we can get the hot air balloon to start up then,
said Dodge.
Oh, of course we'll get it to start up. And you realise, Dodge, it can't be that hard,
said Splodge.
I mean, it was working last night, so should be easy to fix, shouldn't it? Yes, I suppose you're probably right. Yes, well, certainly by tomorrow we'll be able to fix it. Sure, we'll be able to go and save those baby ponies tomorrow.
That's if the Black Pony of Dread and the other black ponies, and of course all of their helpers, haven't already done something terrible to them, said Truly. So it was that the next day, just as it was getting dark, at around 8 o'clock that evening, they arrived in Nightmare Land. Truly, Lofty, Desiree, Jackie, Sparkle, Splodge, Twinkle, Dodge, Pinkie Pie and Heartthrob were inside the hot air balloon basket and peered over the edge and saw a truly terrible sight. Not only baby Heartthrob and baby Lofty, but Splish, Splash, Splosh, baby Licorice, baby Sweets and baby Candy were also down there in the dark, running around outside, while the woman known as Donna and her black pony friend, the Black Pony of Dread, watched over them. For a while they sat in the hot air balloon and listened. The baby ponies were playing together, while Donna and the Black Pony of Dread stared at a book, the title of which was The Best Ways to Paint Things. Donna seemed very engulfed in this book, until one of the baby ponies started to jump up and down right next to her. causing her to look up. The pony shouted excitedly, "Baby Heartthrob," but her mother and her mother's friends could not work out what she was saying, as their balloon was quite a long way away. But after a while, Donna turned round and snapped at the baby pony. No one quite heard what Donna had called the baby pony, but the baby pony snapped at her.
"That is not my name! My name is Baby Heartthrob!"
But Donna just told her that when she was finished with her, that would be her name. The ponies watched for several more minutes before something happened. Donna had popped inside the castle and now came back out, holding a tray. On the tray was a bowl and a plate. The plate had mashed potatoes on it, which were covered in gravy made out of black paint, and the bowl was filled with black paint soup. The ponies knew that this paint was very poisonous, since the black ponies had tried to feed them black paint before, and they'd found a label on it saying that it had come out of a bottle of paint which was very poisonous. In fact, the ponies had taken the label home with them and could see it in their book of interesting black pony things. Right now, black paint, highly toxic. Please do not get in mouth. But now, Donna turned to Baby Splash and said, in a voice that made you think she was trying to be nice to the baby ponies, even though their parents and the other ponies knew otherwise. Donna asked, holding out the tray to the baby pony. The pony picked up a glass full of black paint, which was obviously for her to drink, and began to lift it to her mouth.
"Yes,"
the little pony said, before lifting it right up to her face.
"No, don't drink it!"
cried Lofty from the hot air balloon.
"Don't drink it! It's poisonous, Baby Splash!"
But the baby pony cried in delight as she saw the hot air balloon above her. She called, and everybody ran over and looked up at the hot air balloon. But sadly, Donna and the Black Pony of Dread had also seen the hot air balloon. And as the ponies sat in the hot air balloon, Donna whisked a huge metal hook on the end of a rope out of her pocket. She threw it in the air and the hook caught on the bottom of the hot air balloon, and she began to pull the hot air balloon towards her, with the ponies inside. "Oh no," said Desiree. "I think we're all in trouble now." Actually, I think you're probably right there.
"Oh no! What are we going to do?" "I don't know, George, but we're going to have to think of something."
And it was true, because with every second they got nearer to Donna, who had now been joined by two other people. "It's her daughter Lucy and her husband Freddie," said Desiree. "They're all in with her as well. They're all friends of the Black Pony. No wonder they've been so nasty to us." And then 2 more people came running over. "It's James and Liz, our next door neighbours. They've always been so nasty as well. They are obviously Black Pony helpers." "Which means," said Truly, "that there are only 4 Black Pony helpers that we don't know about."
But I don't think that kind of information is going to help us now,
said Pinkie Pie.
because now we'll just be in some horrible, horrible dungeon. And we won't be able to get this valuable information to the other ponies. They won't even know that we've been captured.
Donna laughed as the hot air balloon came into land, and she managed to push all of the ponies inside the castle. Desiree watched as the drawbridge slammed shut, and so did all of the ponies and Jackie and the 4 guinea pigs. They knew that was probably the last they'd see of the outside world for quite some time, because now they had been forced into a cage and a padlock had been put on the door. But at least the baby ponies were with them. Even if they hadn't managed to get the baby ponies back to their own home, at least they were all together again. And tomorrow, Desiree, Jackie, Sparkle, Splodge, Twinkle Dodge, Truly, Lancer, Lofty, Pinkie Pie and Heartthrob would find a way out. Yes, of course, they would find a way out. They would find a way back home and tell the ponies of everything that they knew. But perhaps one night in the prison would be of use to them, because somebody would come round with their food tomorrow morning. Well, their black paint food. And perhaps that would be one of the 4 helpers that they didn't know the identities of. They were still there on Monday, the 18th of April. It was 8:35 when the ponies, guinea pigs and humans' tea came through the window. Their tea was a piece of bread soaked in diluted black paint, together with a little pot of black paint for them to drink. They hadn't heard the food coming, and Dodge had just been shouting,
"Oh, I'm fed up with this place. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to find a way out. I am the magical guinea pig of Ponyland, you know. I am going to save my honor and his friends, and my brother's friends, and my brother's owner, and her mother, and everybody else. We are going to escape."
and then the window came up, and the tray of food came through. Then a face appeared at the window.
"Oh, still,"
said the voice of the person looking through.
"You're not still looking for a way out, are you?"
"You'll never find a way out of the Black Pony of Darkness's castle. Every dungeon is sealed off from the rest of our secret tunnels."
"But we know that it isn't,"
snapped Dodge, bravely stepping forwards towards the lady who was looking through the window.
"I have found ways out of these dungeons before. Maybe not this one, but I've seen others. So I'm going to find a way out of this one."
"Oh, but you won't. You will
still be here tomorrow. Isn't that right?
She turned to a man who was now standing behind her. And then Barbara Akers walked past and spoke to the man. She was holding a huge cake on a plate, and she asked the man who was standing there wearing a red shirt to cut her a quarter of the cake, which was green in colour, and also to cut a piece the same size for her husband, Michael Akers.
I told you, they've got my cucumber cake,
said Dodge.
I knew they'd steal it. Where did they get that one from? And all we get is black paint. It's not fair.
I think the least of our worries is what we've got to eat, said Desiree. We've got to get out of this place somehow.
Yes, I suppose you're right, Desiree,
said Dodge. Now 2 more people walked up outside the window, and Desiree realised these must be the last 2 helpers. They wore huge badges on the fronts of their clothes. The woman was wearing a black top and a red skirt, and the man was wearing a red shirt and denim trousers. But the huge badges covered up most of their clothes and said, "We are very important. We are Black Pony Helpers." And written underneath were their names, but their signatures were so scrawly that none of the guinea pigs, ponies or humans could read them. All they could read was that the woman's name started with M, and her surname seemed to start with OH, and the man's name started with S, and the surname began with an M. They laughed and closed the window.
Well, now we will find a way out.
But Dodge's owner was making notes in his book again. "That means we've got all 22 written down," said Truly, looking into Lance's book.
Yes, so now we've got all the information, I think that we ought to get out of this terrible dungeon.
"Well, I don't think we ought to try till tomorrow," said Desiree, "because I think that the black ponies and their helpers are on to us now, because when they came up to the window, Dodge was talking about our escape plans. So I think we'll wait until tomorrow."
A splendid idea, I think,
said Twinkle, and so that's what they decided to do. Tomorrow they would find a way out of the dungeon and get back to their own homes.
Here, listen to this, Splodge. Go and get everybody. I found a hole in the wall,
said Dodge, who was exploring with Splodge around the dungeon. He had found a brick, which looked as if it would push out of the wall easily. Perhaps it would lead to a mysterious passageway.
Okay then, Dodge, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and see them, and get them over here, and then we can all get out of here, and we can eat some cucumber cake. A splendid idea, I think,
said Twinkle, coming over.
But what was the first part of what you were saying? I heard the bit about the cucumber cake, but I don't know what the first half of what you were saying was.
The 2 black-nosed Abyssinian guinea pigs quickly told their little ginger friend what was going on.
Oh, I'll go and tell Sparkle immediately, and my owner, and her friends, and... No, I'm going to tell my owner.
And so the two guinea pigs raced over to the other side of the room where the ponies and humans were standing. Quickly, they told their owners and the humans about where they had found the hole in the wall. But Truly, Lancelofty, Pinkie Pie, Desiree and Jackie, and the baby ponies of course, decided that they would not try to escape until tomorrow. They would do one more night of spying on the Black Pony's helpers and see if they could find out the names of those last two helpers who thought they were so important. They had come over to the window again earlier that day and posted through the black paint food. But Desiree had still not been able to read the names, and the other creatures who were captured in the dungeon had had their backs turned looking for an escape route, and so had not seen it. What Desiree had been able to make out was that the second letter of the woman's first name was A, so it was M.A. something. But still, they did not know what the two humans' names were, and so they decided to try and escape tomorrow, after they had hopefully found out who the humans were. But it wasn't until Wednesday the 27th that the ponies, guinea pigs and humans had a chance to escape. For a start, a black pony had always been on guard outside the door, and there had been lots of helpers around as well. And also, Splodge and Dodge hadn't been feeling well, so their owners had been looking after them and refusing to leave the dungeon. But today they were feeling a little bit better, and also, as Desiree noticed, at 9:30 that night, the black pony had left the door unguarded, meaning that they could now press that brick and... "Look!" shouted Dodge, who had just pressed the brick in. "There is a gap in the opposite wall!" And soon the guinea pigs, ponies and humans were running down a tunnel and straight out into the cool night air. They were soon galloping back to their own homes. Sadly, they had still not been able to find out the names of those two last humans, although they had been able to see on the huge badge that the woman was wearing, the one that stated, "I am wonderful, I am a black pony helper, I am somebody," starting with M, O'Hara. Desiree had told the ponies a story about how some builders in a lorry which was marked the O'Hara brothers often parked outside their house at about 3 o'clock in the morning and ran their engine, keeping the Alder family awake. So the ponies, guinea pigs and humans assumed that M. O'Hara must be something to do with them. Sure. I wonder what the M stands for, said Truly.
Well, that's just another mystery,
said Sparkle.
But I'm sure we'll find out the answer one day.
We never even found out who the name of that last helper was. SM.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out another day,
said Dodge.
But right now, I'm going to have my tea, and I'd like a nice treat for my tea. And what treat are you going to have, Dodge?
said Splodge.
Cucumber cake, cucumber cake, is a treat for me. Cucumber cake, cucumber cake, I want some for tea. Cucumber cake, cucumber cake, cucumber cake, cucumber cake. Oh yes, cucumber cake's the treat I want for tea,
sang Dodge. And so Twinkle, Sparkle and Splodge went back to Paradise Estate with Dodge and ate some cucumber cake. And And while the guinea pigs were eating their cucumber cake, the humans and ponies ate some real slices of cake. While they ate their cake, they thought of all of the mysteries that still had to be solved. But they knew that one day they would defeat the Black Pony of Darkness, and that, as the mystery CML said, all of their nightmares would one day wash away. If you have enjoyed Who Are the Human Helpers, then look out for My Little Pony Mystery number 5, Are All Humans Nasty? Out from June the 1st.